Good day, everyone. I am Dexter Pancho, and today I'm going to talk about the introduction of awareness in delivering effective presentations. Presentations are, according to Duarte 2014, considered one of the most powerful mediums of communication. Most of the public communications are done to give a lecture, present a new product, persuade people to act, build goodwill, or inform the public. Small group presentations may be in the form of pitching an idea or a concept, presenting a research proposal for finding purposes, or entertaining a group. When doing presentations, you need to have the skills needed to make your presentation effective. Presentation skills do not only include your stance on stage and your public speaking ability, but also the structure of your presentation and the technology that you are going to use. Sometimes a good speaker fails during presentation because he becomes a victim of poor technology, poor visual aids, or poor understanding of the audience. If you plan to be an effective presenter, you should be able to connect your ability to speak, the audience needs, and the communication aids you will use. Furthermore, communication aids are visual support that presenters use to make the presentation interesting and effective. These aids help the speakers present their ideas in a clear way by highlighting significant information. But most often than not, these aids inhibit understanding among audience because when presented with audio and pictures, our brain cannot process listening and understanding visuals at the same time. It usually digests the visual first before the spoken word by Pavio 2007. So if a speaker overuses communication aids, there is a tendency that the audience will focus on the communication aids instead of the speaker. You have to avoid this same mistake when you do presentations. Use communication aids to your benefit and not to your detriment. Thank you.
Communication aids and strategies using tools of technology. There are numbers of applications available for supporting presentations, but one tool will not fit all presentations. That is why you need to decide which communication aid to use to fit your audience and topic. There are a number of communication aids available for you to use to enhance your presentation. We have the PowerPoint, Prezi, SlideShare, Brainshark, and TED.com, and all the non-technology driven visual aids. SlideShare, Brainshark, and TED.com are venues where you can share your presentation and they distribute them to the audience. The Prezi and PowerPoint are popularly used type of communication aid. For the purpose of explaining how you should design your presentations, we will be discussing the use of PowerPoint in enhancing your presentation. PowerPoint presentation has been the most common type of communication aid utilized by presenters. However, it is also the most abused and misused communication aid to date. Instead of helping the presenter be understood by his audience, the use of the PowerPoint only interferes with communication. Also, when using PowerPoint, presenters have this tendency to look at the screen and read the flash words. Please do remember that your audience are not illiterate. They can read, so you do not need to read the presentations yourself, and you should not also insult them by reading what is inside the presentation for them.
Good day everyone, I am Rinal Pascual and we will discuss 9 tips about how do we use PowerPoint as a communication aid. So first is to make your template as simple as possible. Do not clutter it with non-essential that would only cause distractions. Border shading, logo, and too much picture are examples of distracting elements. Number 2, consider light and color. If the venue is dark, you may use dark background with the light colored text. But if the room is well lit, use dark color fonts and light background. Number 3, check your font size and style from the perspective of your audience. If you cannot read it from their perspective, change the style and size. The fourth is check the picture you use. For your presentation, you can use 3 pictures from the internet. Be very careful in choosing. Look for copyrights. If you are going to use pictures you took, make sure that these pictures are high quality. And 5th is use words or phrases, not sentences. Do not insult your audience by reading for them. Do not use the screen as your notes. Choose words and phrases to emphasize important points in your presentation.
Number 6. Do not kill your audience with bullets. You may use bullets sparingly, making sure that each bullet will contain a maximum of 6 words. A presentation full of bullets bore audience to death. Number 7. Limit the use of animation in validating an important concept. You are not entertaining your audience with movements on screen, unless the purpose of presentation is to give entertainment. Animations, if overused, distract audiences' attention to the movement instead of message. Number 8. Highlight to emphasize. When using graphs or tables, make sure you highlight the most important detail to easily draw the attention of your audience to the point of the slide. Presenting a table with numerous items would confuse your audience because they are not sure where to focus their attention on the table presented. And last, number 9, slides and handouts are not one and the same. Slides are used for emphasizing your points, while handouts are supposed to be a summary of your presentation which the audience can take home.
Good day everyone, I am Christine Panya and I will discuss with you the designing posters, billboards, and tarpaulins. Print advertisement like posters, billboards, and tarpaulins are mediums of communication whose purpose is, more often than not, persuasion. People are posting these mediums because they wanted people to look at it and take action of believing the idea or buying the product. Like Bello products that we see along the highways or Jag brands. Because people often wanted to persuade other people, it is actually both challenging and interesting to design messages for these mediums. Here are the guidelines to help you design your message. First is to start with a good idea. A good idea comes to those who research, brainstorm, and listen. In advertising, it is not easy to think of an idea if the product is alien to you. Research about the product, understand its beginning, know its use, consider the goal of the company, and voila, you have a good idea now. You can actually innovate or create a new fascinating idea by using the power of your creativity. Second, use your life as motivation. Some of the great ideas spur from personal experiences of people. The split up of a couple in fast food chain could be a true-to-life scene for the experience of one on the creators of the advertisement, like what happened to advertisements of Jollibee and also McDonald's. See, it is easier to explain or implement an idea if you have experienced it yourself. Number 3, do good in using the mediums or medium. Find a medium that you feel comfortable with and do good at working with it. Regularly working using the same medium will give you mastery in ace. So, if you were not given the freedom to work with your chosen medium, try to assert or learn to love the new medium. You can actually use Bisaya dialect to advertise or create an advertisement product for Bisaya people, or use English to have more people to understand what you are trying to promote. So, like for example, we have Dove shampoo, where they use different dialects to create a catching phrases like my hair, my say, buhok po hambal ko, and that's it.